Welcome back to the Patty Power Sports Network. I'm Pat Williams here with NBA analyst Monte Skates. We're going to talk Sunday NBA action, both games with playoff implications. Monte, let's start in Cleveland, where the Indiana Pacers come a-calling. We're going to send out the Indiana Pacers, a 5.5-point road favorite with a total of 187. Indiana pretty much has already locked up their playoff position, the number one spot in the East. Can they hold on?
I believe they can hold on. That was a huge win they had over Miami earlier this week, and I think this team will get rolling here heading towards the playoffs.
All right, specifically, Cleveland. This team, even with their terrible record, they are in the East. They still have an outside chance to make the playoffs. This game means way more to Cleveland than it does to Indiana.
Absolutely, but they have struggled against Indiana in a major way this season. They have not beaten the Pacers at all this season. They are 2-1, or excuse me, Indiana is 2-1 ATS against Cleveland this year. Cleveland just has not been able to handle this team, and you're talking about this team still being in playoff contention. They are 29-44 on the season. How about that Eastern Conference?
All right, but Adelaide, I mean, this is a betting information segment. They're 8-2 in their last 10. So
against the number they are, absolutely.
Yeah, so getting 5.5 points here in a game that means everything to Cleveland. Personally, I have a small lean towards Cleveland, but that under is what I'm looking at. That 187 means both teams got to get in the 90s. Probably not going to happen.
No, it's not going to happen. When you look at, we talked about the recent history between these two. This season, Cleveland has scored 74, 76, and 78 points against the Pacers in the 3 games this season. They just, for whatever reason, they cannot get it going against this team. Obviously, Indiana, one of the top defensive teams in the league, but all 3 games have gone under the total, and I'm going to stick with that.
I hear you saying under 187. The second game, the Brooklyn Nets hosting the Minnesota Timberwolves. We've got a key injury here for Minnesota. Their big center, Pekovic. Right. Looks like he's going to be doubtful Friday versus the Lakers, so check your injuries before making a wager on this game. If Pekovic is in the game, we're going to make Brooklyn 1-206. If he's out, he's a 2-point player. We're going to make Brooklyn 3 and 205. Let's start with Minnesota. Kevin Love, one of the best players in the NBA, but we just got to say it, very disappointing season for this squad.
Yeah, it's been a huge letdown. This team thought that they would at least get in the playoffs this year. Probably bottom half of the playoffs was their expectation, and they just have not lived up to that.
So no depth on the bench, some key injuries this season. And I'm talking about Brooklyn, not Minnesota, but Brooklyn has played their way through. They've still, Brook Lopez is out. Garnett's out. They got a couple other guys banged up. But here they are in the 5 spot in the playoffs. And in the East, you don't want to get in that 7 or 8 hole. So an important game for Brooklyn to win.
Yeah, they want to win this. Obviously, nobody wants to play Miami or Indiana heading into that first round of the playoffs, even though Brooklyn has fared well against the Heat. I don't think they're necessarily scared of them, but still you don't want that tough matchup in your first game there. But Brooklyn, Pat, they have been playing good basketball of late. We know this team is built for the playoffs. They're 7-3 straight up over their last 10 games. So they have been winning even with those injuries you talk about.
All right, so I need a pick for this game. Our friends across the pond, bro, they're better. So either or, Brooklyn 1 or 3 in that total. I like Brooklyn if they're laying 1 or 3 in this spot.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Brooklyn has been very impressive at home, 23-11 straight up on the season there. And you're talking about a team that's still playing for something versus a team in Minnesota that has nothing left to play for. I think Brooklyn comes out much more inspired, and I'm with you. I like the Brooklyn Nets.
He's Monte Skates. I'm Pat Williams. Good luck on your selection Sunday in the NBA. We'll see you right back here on the Patty Power Sports Network.